So this video is part of a complete dynamics F&O course, and I recommend you to watch the previous video where I create this purchase order, because now we are gonna try to sell these items, these coffee beans. So what I will do is that, or go into account receivable, orders, or sales orders. I can go to sales and marketing, sales order or sales order, or I can go to create sales order, that is a new menu voice. They introduced from release 45, I think. I can choose a customer that I created before. Then I can choose my warehouse, Milan, the delivery address. Then I can have sales agreement. We will talk that later. We have a difference between requested receipt date and ship date. Then we have confirmed receipt date and confirmed ship date. We could use some delivery date control parameters here. Then we have the mode of delivery and the delivery terms. And then we have it, the language, sales taker. The language is the one displayed, will be displayed in the reports for the customer. I recommend you that if you want that some fields are mandatory also for the users to fill in, I recommend you to use, for example, this function. You go to personalize here, then you make personalize, and then actually you can use more personalized customer, and then you can have the skip, lock, hide. You can make things mandatory, so you can make contact mandatory, for example, with require. Skip is you will use some function, so you can skip fields you don't need. Of course, also you can hide fields you don't need. But for now, I will just go simple. I will click OK, and then I will create with the function not add line, but add lines. Same in PO. I didn't show you last time, but you can use also add lines to be faster. So I will here. I like it because I can see also the available physicality. I can display the dimension that are color, actually no site, warehouse, location, batch number, and then I click OK. These are already here, the dimensions. So, and then I can say, yes, I want to sell 3 of these and 5 of these, and then I can want to create. Okay, so here everything is done. I will just put the price. I will not. I don't have any price because we still didn't set up any trade agreements for our items or any standard prices. We will cover that in the next videos. Then I can talk about some fields here. You can see the warehouse. You can see the setup here. Sales task group. We didn't set up that either. We have delivery. We have the dates, as you can see. Delivery date control. We have the price. Here on the details also, you have some external reference. If you have some external item text also for the customer. Price and discount is important tab. You have discount, multi-line discount. Then on the top, you can see the totals of the sales order. And then what is really important is for you to understand that for a PO, the confirmation is mandatory. For a sales order, actually, the confirmation is not mandatory. You can also process a sales order without confirming it. And you have both options as in the PO, confirming a sales order, generating a report and or sending by email, so choosing by ADI, choosing the destination with this button, or you can simply confirm it. So I will simply confirm it and it will create just a sales order confirmation journal. But again, it's not mandatory to do that. Then what I will do is that I will try to post the package slip, but I expect actually that I will have an error because as you remember, in the item model group, we have a setup that says that we need to first, yes, exactly. As you can see, here it is. So first we need to generate a picking list, our piece of paper, let's say, for the warehouse. So we generate the piece of paper. So we actually, it will be for the warehouse people that know where to pick the items, and then the warehouse people will register this. So we actually picked this. So what you can do here is just go to update all, and then the handling status is completed. You have other function here, but we'll not go into details of this. So right now, let's go to check in our line quantity here. As you can see, from on order, they became picked. Still deliver reminder, of course, because we did them. It's still in our warehouse, but then we can post a package slip. So I will choose the recommended value. Yes, I want to choose the recommended value, pick it, and then I can pack it. So it will go actually out from the warehouse and it will be financially booked because of our setup. And then I can invoice it. Probably I will receive an error with the invoice because I didn't set up all the finance parameters. But I just want to show you. As you can see, I can decide also to send by email. Of course, there is batch for invoicing you can set up. So some cases you still need to manually invoice. Yeah, we have an error because it says that the task must be filled in. So we didn't set up any task. But what I wanted to show you is that the process more from creating the sales order to invoice it. Yeah. So thanks for watching. The next video we will go more in the procurement area and discover subflows of the procurement process.